In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a contact form in Webflow. Unfortunately, since Webflow doesn't support this functionality by default, what we need to do is use a third-party platform. Don't worry though, it's completely free and also very easy to set up. So the first thing I want you to do is to click the first link in the description of this video, which will take you to the Claspo platform. Once you've clicked on the link, this is the page that you're going to see. From here, I want you to click on Start for Free, and then you'll be taken to the sign up page of the Claspo platform. Here, what we need to do is decide how we want to sign up for Claspo. In my particular case, I'm going to sign up with Google. And once you're signed up, this is the page that you're going to see. Now, before I show you how to set everything up, if you take a look on the left-hand side of the screen right here, you will see that by default, you'll be assigned to the free plan. If you go ahead and click on that, I want to quickly run you through the usage limitations of the free plan, just so you can see if it's the right plan for you or if you need to go for a different plan. So in terms of the usage limitations of the free plan, you can see them right here. As you can see at the bottom, you can add as many users as you want to your account. You can have up to one website. You can create as many widgets as you like, and then you can get up to 10,000 monthly page views on your widgets on Webflow. All these limitations are good with you and you don't mind having the Powered by Claspo badge in your widget, then you can go with the free plan. Alternatively, go ahead and click on upgrade plan right here, which will take you to the plans page. This is what the plans page looks like, and here is the Pro 50 plan, which allows you to get up to 50,000 monthly page views. As you can see at the bottom here, the plan includes all features and functionalities for up to one website. It also removes the Powered by Claspo badge. It allows you to create unlimited widgets. It allows you to add unlimited members to your account, and then you also get priority support as well. And if you use the slider right here, you can access the Pro 100 plan, the Pro 250 plan, and so forth. So yeah, browse through the different plans, choose the one that best suits your needs, and if you'd like to save yourself some money, I definitely recommend you to subscribe to your plan on an annual basis, as that will save you 25% of the total cost. And if you'd like to save yourself an additional 20%, you can also use my discount code at checkout, which you can find in the description of this video. Now that you know a little bit more about the different plans that the Claspo platform has to offer, let me show you how to create the exact type of contact form that you want and how to integrate it with your Webflow website. So the first thing you want to do here is go ahead and click on new widget on the top of this page, and then you will see this pop-up appear. The first thing that we need to do is decide whether we want to create our widget completely from scratch or if you want to go for a templated option. I would personally recommend you to go for a template because all the templates are fully customizable anyway, so that's going to save you a whole lot of time and effort, and that's the route that I'm going to take. So I'm going to go ahead and click on template library. Once you do that, you will then be taken to this page, which is where you can see all the different templates that the Claspo platform has to offer. Now the next thing that we want to do is narrow down the options, so we only see the templates that are relevant for us. In my particular case, what I'm going to do is go to the left-hand side of the screen right here and check a couple of boxes. The first one is going to be lead generation. And because I want my contact form to be a pop-up, I'm going to go down here to layout, and then I'm going to check the pop-up box as well. And then here, just some of the different templates that I can go with. In my particular case, I'm quite happy with this one here. So that's the one I'm going to go with. I'm going to click on it to select it. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on use this template in the top right corner of the screen. And then you'll be taken to this page, which is where you can start customizing the contact form to your specific requirements. Now, in my particular case, since I'm only making a tutorial video, I'm not going to make a whole lot of changes here. I just want to quickly show you what's possible, and then I'll just let you customize yours to your requirements. So the first thing I want to do here is delete a couple of components. The first one is going to be this text at the bottom here. So what I'm going to do is click on it to highlight it, and then I'm going to go ahead and press the backspace button on my keyboard, and just like that, the component is gone. I also want to do the same for this text right here, so I'm going to do the same. Next up, I want to change this text right here and make it a little bit bigger. So let's go ahead and do that right now. As you can see, I've changed the text to contact us, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on font size right here, and then on the plus button to make this text a whole lot bigger than it was before, just so it's a little bit more visible. And then a contact us form looks like a proper contact us form, if you see what I mean. When it comes to editing different elements, you will see it on the right hand side. The editor is going to be different depending on the type of element that you select. So this right here is the editor for this background image. Then you have the editor for this calendar field here, and then you have the button as well. As you can see, they're all different. Besides deleting and editing existing elements from your template, you can also add additional components if you want to. To do that, go on the left hand side of the screen, which is where you will find all the different components that you can add to your template. So right here, you will find the columns, the text blocks, the containers, images, floating images, buttons, as well as all the different fields that you can make part of your actual template here. So you can see there's lots of different options that you can add. In my particular case, as an example, let's just go ahead and add a checkbox right underneath here, the calendar field. So I'm going to go ahead and just add it right there. And as you can see, I've just added it, and here are the editing options for that particular field. In my case though, I'm going to go ahead and delete it because it's not relevant, so I just wanted to quickly show you what's possible. But yeah, definitely spend some time here, customize your contact form to your specific requirements, and once you're ready to move forward, go ahead and click on save in the top right corner of the screen. You'll then be taken to this page, which is where we need to decide when and how a contact form is going to appear on our Webflow website. Now bear in mind that you might not get these settings at all depending on the type of contact form that you've gone for. In my case, since it's a pop-up, I need to decide when and how it's going to appear on my Webflow website. So the first thing I'm going to do here is go ahead and change the display frequency from once per session to do not limit, because I don't want there to be any limits whatsoever. Then I'm going to go to when to display. As you can see, it's currently set to immediately, which is what I want it at. However, if you want there to be some delay, go ahead and click on when all conditions are met and then set the conditions right here. In my case though, I'm going to stick with immediately, and then I'm going to go ahead and click on next in the top right corner of the screen. Then you'll be taken to this page, which is where you can integrate your contact form with different platforms. In my case, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to skip this step entirely, and I'm going to click on done in the top right corner of the screen. And just like that, we are almost ready to go. The next thing that we need to do is go ahead and publish the widget. So go ahead, click on unpublished right here, then click on published, and then click on save in the top right corner of the screen. And just like that, we are almost ready to go. The last thing that we need to do is integrate this widget with our Webflow website. So what we want to do here is go to script on the left hand side of the screen, and then I want you to click on copy code right here. Then head over to Webflow and let's start integrating it. As you can see, I'm already in my Webflow editor right here. So what I want to do first is go ahead and click on this add elements button. Then I want you to search for code right here and then click on code embed. That's going to open up this code embed editor. Simply paste the code we just copied previously and click on save and close. Then I want you to go ahead and publish the changes to your Webflow website. Give it a couple of seconds, and once it's all ready, I want you to go ahead and preview your Webflow website by clicking on this button right here, and then we should see our contact form. As you can see, it's right here. It popped up immediately, just like we set it in the settings. And that's about it. That's how to add a contact form in Webflow. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to help you out.